Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate bursts onto the scene, bringing the beloved Heroes in a Half Shell into the increasingly popular roguelike genre. While it undeniably wears its inspiration on its sleeve, particularly that of the acclaimed Hades, it carves out its own niche with a distinct aesthetic, engaging combat, and an ample dose of turtle power. The narrative of Splintered Fate kicks off with a classic TMNT premise. Master Splinter has been kidnapped by none other than the nefarious Shredder and his Foot Clan. Mysterious portals begin appearing across New York City, serving as the conduits for the Turtles' desperate search. Aided by April O'Neil and Metalhead from their sewer lair, the Turtles embark on a perilous journey through these portals, battling familiar foes and uncovering clues to Splinter's whereabouts. While the core objective remains the same, rescue Splinter, the roguelike structure ingeniously weaves the narrative into the gameplay loop. Each failed run isn't just a restart, it's an opportunity for new dialogue from the unchosen Turtles or other allies in the lair, offering bits of lore, advice, or simply humorous banter that progresses the story in small, incremental ways. This helps to alleviate the sting of defeat, giving players a reason to jump back into the fray beyond just getting stronger. The story, while not groundbreaking, is a faithful and enjoyable extension of the TMNT universe, drawing inspiration from the IWD comics and incorporating a good mix of classic villains and even hinting at a larger, overarching threat beyond Shredder. One of Splintered Fate's most striking features is its art style. It perfectly blends the gritty, stylized aesthetic of the classic Mirage Studio comics with the vibrancy of more modern TMNT iterations. Character designs are sharp and expressive, immediately recognizable yet possessing a fresh, contemporary edge. The in-game graphics, presented from an isometric perspective, are clean and easy to read even amidst the chaos of combat. The environments, ranging from familiar sewers to bustling city streets, are varied and infused with personality, despite the procedural generation inherent to the roguelike genre. Each location feels distinct, with subtle nods and details that longtime TMNT fans will appreciate. The character portraits and animations are particularly well done, conveying the unique personalities of each turtle. The overall visual package is a testament to the developer's understanding and love for the source material, making it a treat for the eyes. At its core, Splintered Fate is an action roguelike with brawler elements, a formula that has proven incredibly addictive. Players choose one of the 4 turtles, each with their unique primary attack, a special ability, and a ninja tool that adds strategic depth. With their different weapons, their fighting styles genuinely feel distinct, encouraging players to experiment and find their preferred hero. As with any roguelike, death is a temporary setback, and each run is procedurally generated with randomized room layouts, enemy encounters, and power-ups. These temporary power-ups, dubbed Turtle Powers, are similar to the boons in Hades. They offer a vast array of buffs and modifications to your attacks, dashes, and special attacks, allowing for incredibly diverse and often hilariously overpowered builds. You might find yourself spitting fire with every dash, summoning elemental tornadoes with your special attack, or having your basic attacks poison enemies. The synergy between these powers is a highlight, rewarding creative build crafting. Beyond the temporary upgrades, Splintered Fate features a robust permanent progression system. Players collect both Dragon and Dreamer coins during their runs, which can be spent back at the lair to unlock permanent stat increases, and new artifacts that provide passive bonuses or starting buffs for future runs. This steady sense of progression ensures that every failed run contributes to your overall strength, making the game more accessible and less frustrating than some other roguelikes. While the combat is generally solid and satisfying, some players might find the enemy variety to be a bit limited over extended play, with a focus on the Foot Clan, Mousers, and a few recurring mid-boss types. Boss fights, however, are often bombastic encounters with distinct attack patterns that require careful dodging and strategic use of abilities. The controls in Splintered Fate are generally tight and responsive, a crucial factor for any action-oriented roguelike. Movement feels fluid and attacks connect with a satisfying weight. Dodging, which grants invisibility frames, is essential for survival and is well implemented. The use of special abilities and ninja tools is intuitive, mapped to easily accessible buttons. While the game originated on Apple Arcade, the transition to console and PC has been handled well, and playing with a controller is highly recommended for the best experience. The only minor quibbles might arise in busy co-op sessions, where visual clutter can sometimes make tracking your character a little challenging. The comparison to Hades is inevitable, and Splintered Fate openly embraces it. The similarities are striking and numerous. Both games utilize an isometric camera angle and progress through a series of interconnected rooms, clearing enemies before moving on. The The core loop of dying, returning to the hub, upgrading permanent stats, and then embarking on a new run is a direct parallel. The concept of collecting temporary, synergistic abilities during a run to customize your build is directly inspired by Hades' boon system. As mentioned, both games cleverly integrate narrative progression into player deaths, offering new dialogue and insights with each attempt. The importance of a quick, invincible dodge and enemies telegraphing their attacks with visual cues is a shared design philosophy. While Hades offers different weapons with unique aspects, Splintered Fate achieves similar variety through its 4 playable turtles, each with a distinct playstyle. However, Splintered Fate is not a mere reskin. It distinguishes itself with a significant departure from Hades. 4-player co-op, both local and online, transforming the experience into a chaotic, fun, and highly social brawler. While Hades delves deep into Greek mythology and character relationships, Splintered Fate maintains a more straightforward, action-oriented story, typical of the TMNT franchise. The dialogue, while charming, lacks the sheer depth and evolving relationships seen in Hades. Hades also often features environmental hazards and opportunities for tactical play, which are less prevalent in Ninja Turtles. While the layout of rooms changes, the overall flow and dialogue within runs can become repetitive, faster than in Hades, which excels at injecting subtle variations and character interactions into each attempt. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate is a commendable entry into the roguelike genre and a welcome addition to the Ninja Turtles gaming library. It's a game that respects its source material while confidently adopting a beloved gameplay loop. While it may not reach the narrative and environmental depth of its clear inspiration, it delivers a highly enjoyable, action-packed experience, especially in co-op. If you're a fan of the Turtles, roguelikes, or simply looking for a fun and engaging action game with a strong sense of progression, Splintered Fate is well worth your time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate earns an 8 out of 10.